Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakodash. I want to say double honors to the apostles and the bishop elders, a great millstone for teaching his words and truth and sincerity and for ruling well. And salutations to my fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching and prophesying in the name of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. It is the brother Gabar Yahweh from GMS Hawaii, coming to you with another quick lesson. And this lesson is going to be on this video that you see in front of you right here. And I came across this, obviously, on TikTok. And it says volumes. In this little 2-minute, maybe 3-minute video, you're going to hear things from the people that run this world. And as much as these Amalekites, these small hats, they try to, feign poverty and feign everything that goes wrong in the world, it falls on their shoulders. And really, what they're feigning is they're trying to feign victimhood. These people actually run this world. From the super elite, all the super elite families, they are small hats. They're so-called J's. Okay, and you got other ruling families within the world. Amalek, he's the top tribe of the Edomites. And when I play this video, you're going to see what I'm saying. When everything is going bad for the people of the world, it's actually going well for Esau. But that's going to end, because all of these Edomites are going to get it. And I've been to Brazil. It's the same thing down there. I live in America. It's the same thing here and all across the world. And this place that this is in Trinidad, man. Where a lot of Jakes is barely making it. There's a lot of violence going on. It's a lot of civil disruption going on, because the people are mourning. They're broke, they're poor, they're destitute, and it's crime ridden, but not for these Edomites. So let me play this real quick.
How large is the community now in Trinidad?
A little under 5,000.
That's still a fairly small percentage of the...
Extremely small. Actually, we are the smallest ethnic group in Trinidad.
But the most powerful, almost the most powerful. Almost the most powerful, huh? So who runs...
And they say almost the most powerful, but they are. These are so-called Jews, man.
Like everywhere else. That 1%. Like everywhere else.
Trinidad has been good to us.
Yeah.
And we know.
Edomites will tell you that Trinidad has been good to them while Jake is serving them. While Jake is the butler, these Edomites say Trinidad has been good to them, but Trinidad was a birthplace of one of the most brutal forms of slavery, man, in the world. And these Amalekites made it. But then again, they'll feign victimhood when you say something about them. But these people are living across the world in these little pods, but they're ruling. They're the ruling elite.
But life is good here in Trinidad. Life is very good.
You look around my city right now, and a lot of young people are choosing death over life because
you see, the Edomites said life is very good for them, but for Jake, he telling you that they're choosing death over life, man. And the Lord told us to choose life over death, man. But our people, they're so down bad over there. And Amalek, he's living so high over there, and nobody's saying anything.
life that they look at doesn't feel like it's substantiated by anything.
There is a measure of concern in the fact that at one time we used to have a huge middle class, which was a sort of a security in terms of any possible conflict between the haves and the have-not.
People say that poverty breeds crime. I don't think poverty breeds crime in a sense. I think exclusion breeds crime.
But now that's eroding and they're getting poorer. So they're starting to get angry.
If I truly care for you, if I feel like you are a part of the thing that I exist in, then I won't hurt you. I come in your house and steal some food. But when you see that kind of violence being enacted, you have to ask yourself, it's not just somebody saying, I need this tablecloth, I'm going to take this. No. I want this tablecloth. And you had this tablecloth for too long. So you know what? I'm going to take this out on you. This is going to happen. That's going to happen.
What do you think the biggest danger is right now?
Civil commotion.
Civil commotion.
Yeah. We have a crime problem related to gangs, gang warfare.
And they'll blame it on Jake. Or we have a crime problem related to gang warfare. But he told you, when they got rid of the middle class was always a buffer. Like he said, I'll take his words, for the haves and the have-nots, man. And now you see worldwide, especially at the, that whole epidemic, worldwide, the middle class is being taken out because they only want two classes, the haves and the have-nots. And the vast majority of the earth are going to be the have-nots, while these Amalekites get to sit up and eat well. They get served by Jake. These are servants. These are demons. But you got Jake serving them. You know, slavery never ended for them. You know, Jake is always going to be on the bottom in their mindset. You know, and then while they eating good and living good, and they always got an escape plan. You know, and they can just blame the woes of the country on the poor people. You know, and Jake said he was speaking about inclusion. No, these Edomites are never going to include Jake unless you serving them. Okay, this is Psalms 73:1. It says, "Truly the Most High is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked." And these are the foolish. These Edomites, these Amalekites.
But no, that's eroding security in terms of wealth.
And this is an old video because Anthony Bourdain, you know, he killed himself, so they say. So, but, hey, this is way before the demi. You know? And when you see the prosperity of the wicked, it'll make you envious down here. Unless you go into the sanctuary of the Lord, which is this word. You know? Okay, it says, "For I was envious at the foolish," because Esau is the foolish. And it says right here in the NLT, "For I envied the proud." And who's more proud than Esau? "When I saw them prosper despite their wickedness." So all the wickedness Esau put down, this guy from Trinidad has been good to them. Very good to them. But Trinidad hasn't been good to our people. Those that were brought over there in captivity and had to live over there continuously in captivity and being oppressed by a system. You know? And it says, "For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is strong." It says, "They seem to live such painless lives. Their bodies are so healthy and strong." And that's what you see. You got Jacob Rothschild. This nigga's like 100 years old. He's still walking around here like nothing. It's like that man ain't never had a cold in his day. Or a real sickness in his life, man. And that's how all these Edomites live. You know? It says, "They are not in trouble as other men. Neither are they plagued like other men." And it says they don't have troubles like other people. They're not plagued with problems like everyone else. And this video right here is a good illustration of that. While the vast majority of that country, Trinidad, is catching hell, these Edomites are sitting up high on a mountain with a view of the city, eating good off of silverware, plates, bank accounts fat. You know, they're in relatively peace. Because you ask the average Trinidadian, which are Israelites anyway, from the tribe of Benjamin, how they living over there, they will tell you there's hell over there, man. There's hell over there. And it says, "They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasses them about as a chain. Violence covered them as a garment." Right, because their pride, they sported. And everything that they have, they had to get it through violence, man. Through the sword, through death, destruction, murder, lies, robbery. It says they wear pride like a jeweled necklace and clothe themselves with cruelty, man. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart could wish for. It says these fat cats, and how you know the Lord wrote this, these fat cats have everything their heart could ever wish for. And you see, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. And in NLT it says they scoff and speak openly evil. In their pride they seek to crush others. And that's what these devils do.
Yeah.
And everything else.
Do it. But life is good here in Trinidad. Life is very good.
You look around my city.
Yeah, and then you hear the contrast, and that's why this is a great precept. This whole scripture, because it's a contrast. Psalm 73 is a contrast between the wicked and the righteous, man. Because he's mourning. The scripture says, "When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn, but when the righteous bear rule, the people rejoice." And the people ain't rejoicing right now.
You know, and a lot of young people are choosing death over life because the life that they look at doesn't feel like it's substantiated by anything.
There is a measure of concern in the fact that at one time we used.
Yeah. So like he's gonna go into again. They used to have a middle class that was a buffer, because the middle class was basically a facade. It'll have you thinking that, well, I'm poor, I could just make it to this point. I get my own home, own car, have a steady employment, have a little bit of savings. I'm good. I don't need to aspire to be wealthy. I don't need to look into the things that the rich and elite are doing. But once they took that away, now the super elite they don't have a buffer, and that's why they're gonna come down with great wrath because they already know that they have a short time. Because this whole New World Order system is all about poor and rich people, and rich people are going to be the super elite, the haves, and then the rest of the people, the poor, the have-nots, are going to be everybody else, including the Israelites. You know, which we're already living like that. Now Esau, he's going to get rid of his own people. There's another scripture that says, an unwise king killeth his own people, man. And Esau, he does that. He don't care about the poor of his own kind. How you think he gonna care about us? Okay, it says, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. It says they boast against they boast against the very heavens, and that's what they do. They boast against Yahweh Shema Shah. You know, they put their science and their technology above the power of Yahweh Shema Shah. They put themselves. It says, and their words struck through the earth. Yep. Therefore, his people returneth hither, and waters of a full cup are run out to them. And it says, so the people are dismayed and confused, drinking in all their words, and that's what they are. And they say, how doth God know? Is there knowledge in the Most High? And it says, in the NLT, it says, what does God know? They ask, does the Most High even know what's happening? And that's what their mindset is. They're changing sexes. They're changing everything. They're turning everything upside down and inside out. And whilst they do that, they're saying, hey, what did the Most High know? Oh, this man, he was born a man, physically a man, but he really a woman on the inside. So he got a feminine spirit trapped in a male body. That's wickedness, man. You know, a 4-year-old child can tell you what his or her sex is supposed to be. And you as a parent, you must indulge in that. And these kids don't even know anything about sexuality or anything like that. You know? It says, behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. It says, look at these wicked people enjoying a life of ease with their riches multiplied. And this is an example.
Have a huge...
They say that Trinidad has been good to them. They're enjoying a life of ease because it's been good to them. You see? It says, behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world, and their riches increase. And it says, look at these wicked people enjoying a life of ease while their riches multiply. And that's why they said Trinidad has been good to them. Verily I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocence. It says, did I keep my heart pure for nothing? Did I keep myself innocent for no reason? For all the day long I've been plagued, chastened every morning. It says I get nothing but trouble all day long. Every morning brings me pain, and that's what we're going through. We as the hopeful elect, we wake up every day in pain, catching hell. You know? But listen what he says. If I say I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of my children, of thy children. It says, if I had really spoken this way to others, I would have been a traitor to your people, right? Because 2/3 of our people actually speak this way. You know? But King David was saying, look, if I'd have spoke this way to your people, I would have been a traitor. So he didn't speak that. It says, when I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. It says, so I tried to understand why the wicked prosper, but what a difficult task it is. Until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High, then understood I their end. And then it says in the NLT, then I went into your sanctuary, O God, and I finally understood the destiny of the wicked. Surely thou didst set them in a slippery place. Thou castest them down into destruction. It says in the NLT, truly you put them in a slippery path and send them sliding over a cliff to destruction, because that's what these Edomites are on their way to. They're on their way to destruction. Their riches is not going to buy them out of this destruction. They can't lie their way out of this destruction. They can't deceive their way out of the destruction. And that's why when we see the prosperity of the wicked, we don't get all crazy and razzle-dazzle. You know, we in this flesh, so sometimes it'll vex you. But then you understand that, look, this shit is almost over for them. Okay? And this is a clear view that who Amalek is. This is 100% truth that Amalek is not the Lord's people. Okay, I ain't gonna make this too long, so I'm gonna say shalom. I'm on to the next.